Well, hi everyone. Managed to get out again today, metal detecting. I've had permission in this place to come here metal detecting, so I thought I'd grab the chance today. It's just a big field here. I've had permission in this field and all the other fields over there you can see by this farmer just down here. He tells me there's a Roman defence on that field there. I don't know if you can see where the cattle are just there. He tells me there's a Roman defence there somewhere. Not exactly sure, I'll have to look it up again. But they're bound to have come up this way, I'm sure. So that should be interesting. A few cattle in this field here. Yeah, so I'm going to give this place a go another day, the field. But for today, I'm going to do this old footpath down here. And just come through the stile. Well, the stile of the kissing gate then. Didn't do any kissing here, by the way. Just come through it. But anyway, this path was redirected some years back. There's a bit of a landslip here. I believe it's a bit of a quarry here or something. But the path used to come up where my detector is there. It used to come straight up here and along and down through the farm, and I used to join the road then. And this road, this track here, is known as the old Coffin road, where they used to bring the coffins up. As I progress down the path, you'll see what I mean. It used to be the old track. They used to bring the coffins up to avoid the toll gates, and they used to charge something like a penny each time they crossed through the toll gate. Back in the early 1800s, I think, or perhaps a bit earlier than that. But they've turned this into a footpath now, and I just come through that kissing gate there. So yeah, I haven't had any fines yet, only a nail. But anyway, I'm going to give it a go. The old track used to proceed down this way. It's a little bit overgrown now, but it used to come out on the farm, the bottom end of the farm, and to avoid having the public coming through the farm through, danger, and dangerous having public coming through the farm with farm equipment, machinery and whatnot, and animals and whatever. They've diverted it up this way then. So yeah, I'm going to give this a go. Apparently he owns all this wood here, which I wouldn't mind trying sometime again. There could be something in here. Apparently there's a track down the bottom there which was dug out by the Germans during World War I, so that should be interesting when I get a chance to go down that way. It follows the river, so that dates back a bit. So yeah, I might give that a go one day and see how we get on. This wood here, bound to be something in here, but I'm going to do this track for now and see what comes up. Right, nice cherry tree there, big one. That's a big cherry tree. You can tell by the bark. That's a cherry, red cherry. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to proceed along this path here and we'll see what comes up. And I'll show you if I find anything good. Right, better get cracking. Right, see you after. Well, I've come quite a bit along this track here now. It gets a little bit narrow here. I imagine these trees were the boundary line of the carriage track. They used to bring the coffins down. Along here is a wall which has obviously fallen down a bit. You can see by the rocks and things here, the stones and that. Yeah, I've come across there quite a bit. A few more stones there, look. Shows there was a wall at one time. Yeah, I've come quite a bit along here. And I haven't found nothing along there, only bits of wire, like fencing wire and stuff like that. So I've just come around the corner here. and I've come across my first find, which is a little button. There's nothing in it, but that's my first find anyway. First decent find then, should I say. But yeah, so just round the corner here I found it. Just where my detector is sitting there. There's a nice little squirrel coming straight towards my, what do you call it? And it's gone. Spotted me. Yeah, right. It's coming up again. Don't know if you could see that. But yeah. This is where I found the button. Down about 4 inches. It's a nice little find, but there's nothing in it. There's nothing written on the back as far as I can tell. But I'm going to keep looking and see what else I can find here. That was the first decent signal I had. I'm heading off down that way. But I think I discovered the original track was down that way. I'm not sure, not 100% sure, but I'm going to check that out anyway. But yeah, I'm going to carry on along here and we'll see what else we can find. Right, I'll let you know when I get the next decent find. Right, I'll leave you with that for now, and I'll see you on the next find. Right, just a foot away from the last one, I think I found the top of the button. I think I found the rest of the button, yeah. It looks like a military button or something like that, but it could be a trench coat button or something with a bit of a design on it. As you can see there, that's the second half of the button, so that's good. Looks a bit gilded, but yeah, always pays to check your hole. But it wasn't in that hole, it was a foot away. So anyway, I checked the hole and this come up, so yeah, I'm quite happy now. I've got a complete button. So yeah, I'm going to carry on and I'll let you know when I find something good. Well, there's my next find. It's not a horseshoe, it's too small to be a horseshoe. That's off a heel of a work boot. I'm sure it is, not a horseshoe, it's too small for a horseshoe. Yeah, I don't do iron anyway, but I'm going to leave that on the tree here. And a bit of a history along here anyway, so yeah. So I'm going to leave that there for somebody. If somebody wants that, they can have it. So yeah. Right, on to the next. On to the next. A little bit disappointed finding the iron. They give me a massive signal, down about 6 inches, and well, I dug it and that's what it was. But there we are. I'll leave that there. Somebody will find it and take it on with them if they want it. And yeah, right, on to the next. Well, I just thought I'd show you this. This is evidence of the old wall. If you can see that, there's evidence of the old wall still remaining there, and this is how wide it used to be. From these trees here, for instance, to about there is where the wall is, and it runs along there a bit. Well, that's the width of the road used to be then. And the track goes down that way, just following those trees, so they'd be quite wide enough for a coffin cart to come along here. So yeah. So anyway, I just thought I'd stop and dig this signal I just found here. As you can see, I've dug once or twice along there. Just happened to be shotgun cartridges, so modern ones. And I just come across this lump of copper, a copper plate. So yeah, that all go in the scrap bin. I just caught it with the shovel there, so yeah, not sure what that's off. But that's solid copper, so that's going in the scrap bin. Yeah, so that should be alright. Right, on to the next. Looks like we found the other part of it. This is also copper and it's quite heavy. So yeah, quite happy with that. That'll also go in the scrap bin along with the plate. So I'm going to leave them there and pick them up on the way back. Yeah, they can go in the scrap bin and we'll see what we get for them later on when I got enough to take to the scrapyard. Right, on to the next. Well, I'm still coming down this hill. Found a few shotgun cartridges, brass, which I'll take home I think, to keep them as scrap. They'll all mount up. And I just got a strong signal there just now. And I come across this. A Liverpool badge. So, I'm not sure what it says on top there, I can't read it, it's a bit dark here. I didn't bring my glasses with me, so... Established 1992, is it? Liverpool Football Club. Can't read the rest of it, but yeah. It's a nice little find, they give me a massive signal. Some sort of badge or something. Well, that's interesting anyway. Right next to the old wall, you can still see the old medieval wall there. Now they stacked it and things, starting to fall apart now. But that's the old wall anyway, and the coffin carriage used to come up this way. There's a bit more evidence of the wall there. Yeah. So yeah, the old coffin carriage used to bring the coffins up this way to avoid the toll gates. I think they used to charge a penny or something like that to come through. So by coming up this track, it's a bit of a climb, but coming up this track they avoided paying that penny. Who knows how many trips in a day they'd make bringing coffins this way on a horse and cart. What a nice way to go. But there you are, right next to this old wall. Yeah, so I'll leave you with that now, and I'll carry on for a little bit longer and see what else we can find here. Right, on to the next. Well, just a little bit further down, down about 6 inches, I come across a musket ball. So that's evidence, and this was used at one time right next to the old wall there. So yeah, I'm going to carry on down here, so we also can find a nice big musket ball. I don't think it's been fired, but there again, I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't think it's been fired, I think it's been dropped. But that's a nice little find. Yeah. Right, on to the next then. See what else we can find here. Well, I've come across my first coin on this track. Oops, you dropped it then. I think that's an Edward 7 halfpenny. Just now I could see Britannia on it, but I don't know, I've lost it now. I think that's the way around there now. Yeah, I could just about see Britannia there. So yeah, that's my first coin for a long time, and funny enough it was tucked in right under that root. My detector, that's about 5 inches down. My detector picked it up on right underneath the root. That's not the first coin I found tucked under a root. Yeah, so I'm not sure on the date on that one yet, but I'll get that when I clean it up at home. Right, I'm going to carry on and see if there's any more coins here. Right, on to the next then. See what else we can find. Right, on to the next.